Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Nexus Theatre. We would like to thank you for joining us. We would also like to remind you to please turn off your mobile phones and that flash photography is not allowed as it affects our performance. Thank you again, and we hope you enjoy the show.
See where she comes, apparel like the spring, graces her subjects, and her thoughts the king of every virtue that gives renown to men. Oh, you gods that made me man, and sway in love, that have inflamed desire in my breast, to taste the fruit of yon celestial tree, or die in the adventure. Be my helps, as I am son and servant to your will, to encompass such a boundless happiness as this.
Prince Pericles, that would be son to the great Antiochus. Before thee stands his fair Hesperides, with golden fruit but dangerous to be touched, but death-like dragons here affright thee hard, her face, like heaven, entice thee to view. O countless glory which desert must gain, and which without desert, because thine eye presumes to reach, or thy whole heap must die. Yon sometimes wonder, famous princes like thyself, drawn by report, adventurous by desire, tell thee, with speechless tongues and tempers pale, that without covering, save yon field of stars, here they stand martyrs, slain in Cupid's wars. And, with dead cheeks, advise thee to desist, for going on death's net, whom none resist.
I thank thee, Antiochus, who hath taught my frail mortality to know itself, and by these fearful images, to prepare this body, like to them, to what I must. So, I bequeath a happy peace to you, and to all good men, as every prince should do. My riches to the earth from whence they came, with my unspotted fire of love to you. Thus, ready for the way of life or death, I await the sharpest blow, Antiochus.
Scorning advice, read the conclusion then, which read on its found in 'tis decreed, as these before thee thou thyself shalt lead.
Of all said yet, mayst thou prove prosperous. Of all said yet, I wish thee happiness.
Like a bold champion I assume the lists, nor asking advice of any other thought but faithfulness and courage. I am no viper, yet I feed on mother's flesh which did me breed. I sought a husband, in which labor I found that kindness in a father. He's husband, son, and father mine. I mother, wife, and yet his child? How this may be, and yet in two, as you will live, resolve it you. Sharp physic is the last. Know you gods that give heaven countless eyes to view men's acts. Why not they cloud their sight perpetually, if this be true, which makes me pale to read it? Fair glass of light, I loved you, and could still, were not this glorious casket stored with ill. But I must tell you now, my thoughts revolt, for he's no man on whom affections wait, that knowing sin within will touch the gate. You are a fair viol, and your sense the strings, who, fingered to make man his lawful music, would draw heaven down, and all the gods to hearken. But being played upon before your time, hell only danceth at so harsh a chime. Good sooth, I care not for you.
Prince Pericles, touch not upon thy life, for that's an article within our law. As dangerous as the rest, your time's expired. Either expound now or receive your sentence.
Great king, few love to hear the sins they love to act. 'Twould brave yourself too near for me to tell it. Kings are earth's gods. In vice, their laws their will. And if Jove stray, who dare say Jove doth ill?
Heaven, have I had thy head? He's found me, but I will close with him. Young Prince of Tyre, though by the tenor of our strict edict your expedition misinterpreted, we might proceed to cancel up your days, yet hope in succeeding in so fair a tree as your fair self doth tune us otherwise. 40 days longer we do respite you, if by which time our secret be undone, this mercy shows will join in such a sum. And until then, your entertain shall be, as doth befit our honour and your worth.
How courtesy would seem to cover sin, when what is done is like an hypocrite, that which is good in nothing but in sight. If it be true that I interpret falsely, then were it certain you were not so bad as to with foul incest abuse your soul. Murder's as near to lust as flame to smoke. Thus, lest my lie be cropped, to keep you clear, by flight, I'll shun the danger which I fear.
He hath found the meaning for which we mean to have his head. He must not live to trumpet forth my infamy, nor tell the world Antiochus doth sin in such a loathsome manner. Therefore instantly this prince must die! Who attends us there?
Doth your highness call?
Ah, Talia, you are of our chamber, and for your faithfulness we will advance you. Behold, Talia, here is poison, and here is gold. We hate the Prince of Tyre, and thou must kill him. It fits thee not to ask the reason why, because we bid it. Say, is it done?
My lord, it is done.
Enough. Let your breath cool yourself, turn your haste.
My lord, Prince Pericles is fled.
As thou wouldst live, fly art thou, so thou never return, unless thou say Prince Pericles is dead.
Oh, my lord, if I can get him within my pistol's length, I'll make him sure of it.
Talia.
So, farewell to your highness.
Adieu. Till Pericles be dead, my heart can lend no succor to my head. Why does this sudden change of thought, this sad companion, dull-eyed melancholy, become I so used a guest as not an hour, the day's glorious walk or peaceful night, to whom a grief should sleep can breed me quiet? The great Antiochus will think me speaking, though I swear to silence. Nor boots it me to say I honour him if he suspect I may dishonour him. What might make him blush in being known, he'll stop the course by which it might be known. I'll men be vanquished, ere they do resist, and subjects punished that ne'er thought offence, which care of them, not pity of myself, who am as no more but as the tops of trees which do fence the roots they grow by, and defend them, makes both my body pine, and soul to languish. Punish that before he would punish.
Joy, and all comfort in thy sacred breast. Peace, peace, and give experience tongue. They do abuse the king that flatter him. For flattery is the bellows blows up sin, the thing that is fluttered but a spark to which that blast gives heat and stronger glowing. Prince, pardon me or strike me if you please. I cannot be much lower than my knees.
Or leave ourselves. But let your cares overlook what shipping and what ladies in our haven. Then return to us. Helicanus, thou hast moved us. What seest thou in our looks?
An angry brow, dread lord.
There be such a dart in princes' frowns. How durst thy tongue move anger to our face?
How dare the plants look to heaven from whence they have their nourishment?
Thou knowest I have the power to take thy life from thee.
I have ground the axe myself, do you but strike the blow.
Rise, I pray you. Sit down. Thou art no flatterer. I thank thee for it, and heaven forbid that kings should let their ears hear their faults hid. What wouldst thou have me do?
Bear with patience such griefs as you yourself do lay upon yourself.
Thou speakest like a physician, Helicanus. Attend me then. I went to Antioch, where, as thou knowest, against the face of death, I sought the purchase of a glorious beauty. Her face was to mine eye beyond all wonder. The rest, hearken thine ear, was black as incest. 'Tis time to fear when tyrants seem to kiss. Such fear so grew in me. I hither fled, under the covering of a careful knight who seemed my good protector. And being here, bethought me what was past, what might succeed. I knew him tyrannous, and tyrants' fears decrease not, but grow faster than the years. When all for mine, if I may call offence, must feel war's blow, who spares not innocence, which love to all, of which thyself art one, who now reproofs me for it.
Alas, sir.
To sleep from mine eyes, blood from my cheeks, how I might stop this tempest ere it came.
Well, sir, since you have given me leave to speak, freely will I speak. Antiochus you fear, and justly too I think you fear the tyrant, who either by some public war or private treason will take away your life. So therefore, my lord, go travel for a while, till his rage and anger be forgot, or till the destinies do cut his thread of life. Your rule, direct to any if to me, day serves not light more faithful than I'll be.
I do not doubt thy faith.
Then we'll mingle our bloods together in the earth, from whence we had our being and our birth.
Tyre, I look from thee then, and to Tarsus intend my travel. The care I had and have
subjects good? On thee I lay, whose wisdom and strength can bear it. I'll take thy word for faith, not ask thine oath. Thou showest a subject shine, I a true prince.
So this is Tyre, and this the court. Here must I kill King Pericles, and if I do it not, I'm sure to be hanged at home. 'Tis dangerous. Well, I perceive he was a wise fellow, with good discretion, that being fit to ask was wood of the king, desired he may not know none of his secrets. Now, do I have some reason for it? For if a king bid a man be a villain, he's bound by the indenture of his own oath to be one. Hush! Here come the lords of Tyre.
You do not need my fellow peers of Tyre to question me further of your king's departure. His silk commission, left in trust with me, doth speak sufficiently. He's gone to travel.
How? The king gone?
If further yet you will be satisfied, why as it were unlicensed of your loves he would depart, I'll shed some light unto it. Being at Antioch,
What from Antioch?
royal Antiochus, on what cause I know not, took some displeasure with him. At least he judged so, and doubting lest that he had erred or sinned, to show his sorrow doth correct himself. So takes himself unto the shipman's toil, with whom each minute threatens life or death.
Well, I perceive. I shall not be hanged now, although I would. For since he's gone, the king's seas must please. He escaped the lands to perish at the seas. I'll present myself. Peace to the lords of Tyre.
Lady Taliard of Antiochus is welcome.
From him I come, with message unto princely Pericles. For since my landing I have understood, your lord has betook himself to unknown travels. My message must return from whence it came.
We have no reason to desire it. Commend it to our master, not to us. But ere you shall depart, this we desire as friends to Antioch, we may feast in Tyre.
Oh, my Dionysus, shall we rest us here, and by relating tales of others' grief, hope will teach us to forget our own?
That was a blowed fire and hopes to quench it. For he who digs hills because he does aspire, throws down one mountain to cast up a higher. Oh, my distressed Lord, even such our griefs are. Here thou art felt and seen with mischief's eyes, but, like to groves being topped, they higher rise.
Oh, Dionysus, who wanteth food but does not say he wants it, or can conceal his hunger until he is famished? Our tongues and sorrows do sound deep, our woes into the air, our eyes do weep, till tongues fetch breath that may proclaim them louder, that if heaven slumbers while her children want, they may awake their helps to comfort them. I'll now discourse our woes, felt several years, and wanting breath to speak, help me with tears.
I'll do my best, my lord.
This task is over which I hold the government, a city on whom plenty held full hand, for riches strewed herself even in the streets, whose towers bore heads so high they kissed the clouds, and strangers ne'er beheld but wondered at. All poverty was scorned, and pride so great, the name of help grew odious to repeat.
Oh, 'tis too true.
Oh, but see what heavens can do by this our change. These mouths who but of late land, sea, and air were all too little to content and please, but they gave their creatures in abundance. These houses are defiled for want of use, they are now starved for want of exercise. These palates, who but 2 summers younger, must needs inventions to delight the taste, would now be glad of food, bread, and beg for it. So sharp are hunger's teeth, that man and wife draw lots who first should die to lengthen life. Here, stands alone, and there I lay weeping. Here many sink, but those who see them fall have scarce the strength left to give them burial. Is this not true?
Our cheeks and hollow eyes do witness it.
Oh, let those cities that have plenty's cup, and have prosperity so largely taste, with their superfluous riots hear these tears. The misery of Tarsus is theirs.
Where's the Lord Governor?
Here, speak out thou sorrows which thou bringst in haste, for comfort is too far for any of us to expect.
We have descried upon our neighbouring shores a portly sail of ships makes hitherward.
Oh, I thought as much. One sorrow never comes but brings an heir, who may succeed as his inheritor. And so in this, some neighbouring nation, taking advantage of our misery, hath stuffed these hollow vessels with their power, to beat us down, the which we are down already, and make a conquest of unhappy me, whereas no glory's got to overcome.
That is the least fear, for by the semblance of the white flags displayed, they bring us peace, and come to us as favourers, not as foes.
Thou speakst like one untutored to repeat. He who makes the greatest show means the most deceit. But bring them what they will and what they can. What need we fear? The ground's the lowest, and we are halfway there. Go tell the general I attended here, to hear of what he comes, and whence he comes, and what he craves.
I go, my lord.
Welcome is peace, if on peace he consists. If wars, we are unable to resist.
Lord Governor, for so we hear you are, let not our ships and number of men be like a beacon fired to amaze your eyes. We have heard your miseries as far as Tyre, and seen the desolation of your streets. Nor come we to add sorrow to your tears, to relieve them of their heavy load. And these, our ships, you happily may think, were like the Trojan horse, that stuffed within with bloody veins, expecting overthrow, are stoked with corn to make your needy bread, and give them life whom hunger hath starved half dead.
The gods of Greece protect you, and we will pray for you.
Rise, I pray you, rise. We do not look for reverence, but to love, and harbourage for ourselves, our ships, and our men.
The which, when any shall not gratify, or pay you with unthankfulness in thought, be it our wives, our children, or ourselves, the curses of heaven and men succeed their evils. Till when, the which I hope shall ne'er arise, your grace is welcome to our town and us.
Which welcome will accept. Be still a while, till our stars that frown lend us a smile.
Here have you seen a mighty king, his child I wis to incest bring, a better prince and benign lord, that would prove awful both in deed and word. Be quiet then as men should be, till he have passed necessity.
But tidings, to the contrary, are brought your eyes, what need speak I? Good Helicane stayed at home, sends word of all that haps in Tyre, how Talion came full bent with sin, and had intent to murder him, and that in Tarsus was not best, longer for him to make his rest.
He, doing so, put forth to seas, where when men been, there's seldom ease. For now the wind begins to blow, thunder above and deeps below, make such unquiet, that the ship should house him safe is wrecked, and split.
And he, good prince, having all lost, by ways from coast to coast, is tossed.
Till fortune, tired with doing bad, threw him ashore to give him glad. Here he comes, what shall be next? Pardon, old Gower, this long's the text.
Can't cease your ire, you angry stars of heaven. Wind, rain, and thunder. Remember, earthly man is but a substance that must yield to you. And I, as fits my nature, do obey you. Alas, the sea hath cast me on the rocks, washed me from shore to shore, and left with breath nothing to think of but ensuing death. Let it suffice the greatness of your powers to have bereft the prince of all his fortunes, having thrown him from your watery grave, yet to have death in peace, is all that we would pray.
What drunken knave wants to say to cast me in that way?
A man who entreats you pity him. He asks of you that never used to beg.
No, friend, cannot you beg? Them's in our country, Greece, gets more with begging than we do with working.
What I have been, I have forgot to know. But what I am, one teaches me to think on. A man, thronged up with cold, my veins are chill, and have no more of life than may suffice to give my tongue that heat to ask your help, which, if you shall refuse, when I am dead, for that I am a man, pray see me buried.
Die, Quotha? Now God forbid. I am down here. Come, put it on. Keep thee warm. Now before me, a handsome fellow. Come, thou shalt go home, and we'll have flesh for holidays, fish for fasting days, and raw flapjacks and puddings, and thou shalt be welcome.
I thank thee, madam.
Oh, you, my friend, you said you could not beg.
I did but pray.
Not crave! Whoa! Then I'll turn craven too, and so shall state living.
Why? Are all your beggars quick then?
Oh, not at all, my friend, not at all. But master, I'll go draw up the nets.
How well this honest mirth becomes their labour.
Hark you, sir. Do you know where ye are?
Not well.
Why, I tell you, this is called Pentapolis, and our queen, the good Simonides.
The good queen, Simonides, do you call her?
Aye, and she deserves so to be called, for her peaceable reign and good government.
Then she is a happy queen, since she earns the name of good from her subjects by her government. How far distant is her court from here?
Marry, sir, half a day's journey. And I'll tell you, she hath a fair daughter, and tomorrow's her birthday. And our princes and knights come from all parts of the world to just attorney for her love.
When my fortune's equal to my desires, I would wish to make one there.
Oh, sir, things must be as they may. What a man cannot get, he must lawfully deal for. His wife's soul.
Help, master, help! Here's a bitch hands in the net like a poor man's writing a law. Twill hardly come out. Ooh, ha! What sons! 'Tis come at last! And 'tis turned to a rusty armour.
An armour? Pray, friends, let me see it. Thanks, fortune. Yet that after all my crosses, thou givest me somewhat to repair myself. And though it was mine own, part of my heritage, which my dead father did bequeath me, with this strict charge, even as he left his life, keep it, my Pericles, it hath been a shield twixt me and death. It kept wherever I kept, I so dearly loved it, to the rough seas that spare not any man, which enrage, though calmed, have given it again. I thank thee for it. My shipwreck now is no ill, since I have here my father's gift in his will.
What mean you, sir?
To beg of you, kind friends, this coat of worth, for it was some time target to a king. I know it by this mark. He loved me dearly, and for his sake I wish the having of it. And as you will guide me to your sovereign's court, where with it I may appear a gentleman. And if ever my low fortunes the better, I'll pay your bounties. Till then, rest your debtor.
Why wilt thou turn for the lady?
I'll show the virtue I have borne in arms.
Why do I have it? Only God give thee good on it.
Aye, but hark you, my friend. 'Twas we that made up this garment through the rough sinks the waters. There are certain condolences, certain favours. I hope, sir, if you thrive, you remember it from whence you had it.
Believe it I will. By your furtherance, I will be clothed in steel, and spite of all the rapture of the sea. This jewel holds its building upon mine arm. Unto thy value I will mount myself upon a courser. With delightful steps shall make the gazer joy to see him tread. Only, friends, I am yet unprovided with a pair of bases.
We'll sure provide, and I'll get me my best gown to make thee a pair, and I'll take thee to court myself.
Then honour be but a goal to my will. This day I'll rise, or else add ill to ill.
Are the knights ready to begin the chime?
They are, my liege, and they are coming to present themselves.
Return them. We are ready. And our daughter in honour, of whose birth these triumphs are, sits here, like beauty's child, whom nature gets for men to see and seem wondered at.
It pleaseth you, my royal mother, to express my commendations great whose merits less.
It's fit it should be so, for princes are a model which heaven makes to excel. As jewels lose their glory if neglected, so princes their renown if not respected. 'Tis now your honour, daughter, to explain each knight in his device.
To preserve mine honour, I'll perform.
Who is the first that doth prefer himself?
He seems to be a stranger, and his present a withered branch that's only green at top.
A pretty moral. From the dejected state wherein he is, he hopes by you his fortunes yet may flourish.
He need be better than his outward show can anyway speak in his just command. For when his rusty outside he appears to have practiced for the whipstock than the lance.
Oh, he very well may be a stranger, for he comes to an honoured triumph strangely furnished.
And the tools have come to his armor rust until this day to scour in the dust.
Opinion is but a fool, that makes this gown the outward habit by the inward man. But stay, the knights are coming. We will withdraw into the gallery. Knights, to say your welcome was superfluous. Prepare for mirth becomes a feast. You are princes, and my guests.
Hey!
By you, my knight and guest, to whom this wreath of victory I give, to crown you the king of this day's happiness.
'Tis more by fortune than by merit.
Call it what you will, the day is yours. Come, queen of the feast, for daughter so you are. Here, take your place. Marshal the rest as they deserve their grace. Your presence glads our days. In honour we love, for who hates honour, hates the gods above.
Sir,
Sir, yonder lies your place.
Some others more fit.
by Juno, the queen of marriage, viands that I eat do seem unsavoury. Wishing him my meat. Sure, he's a gallant gentleman.
He's but a country gentleman. Has done no more than any knight has done. Has broken the staff or so let it pass.
To me, he seems like diamond to glass.
Young queens to me like to my mother's picture, which tells me that glory once she was, whereby I see that time's the king of all men. He's both their parent and he is their grave. He gives them what he will, not what they crave.
Yet pause a while. Your mind doth sit too melancholy, as if the entertainment in my court had not a show might countervail his worth. Note it not you, Tizer.
What is it to me, my mother?
Oh, attend my daughter. For princes in this should live like gods above, who freely give to everyone that come to honour them. Princes not doing so are like to gnats, which make a sound but kill well wondered at. Therefore, to make his entrance more sweet, say we drink the stag bowl behind him.
Alas, my mother, it befits me not unto a stranger knight to be so bold. He may my profit take for an offence, and then take Britain's gifts for impudence.
How? Do as I bid you, you move me else.
Now, by the gods, he could not please me better.
And, furthermore, tell him we desire to know of him, of whence he is, his name and parentage.
The queen, my mother, has struck to you,
I thank her.
wishing so much blood on the other.
I thank both her and you. And pleasure, really.
And further, she desires to know of you, of whence you are, your names and your parentage.
A gentleman of Tyre. My name, Pericles. My education being in arts and arts, looking for adventures in the world was by the rough seas, bereft of ships and men. And after shipwreck, thrown upon this shore.
He thanks your grace, names himself Pericles, a gentleman of time who only by the misfortune of the seas, bereft of ships and men, was cast upon the shore.
By the gods, I pity his misfortune, and will awaken from his melancholy. Come, gentlemen, for too long we sit on trifles that waste the time and look for other revels.
In those that practice them, they are, my lady.
Oh, that's as much as you would be denied of your fair courtesy. From incest live not free, for which the most high gods, not minding longer to withhold the vengeance they had in store, due to this heinous capital offence, even in the height and pride of all his glory, when he was seated in a chariot of inestimable value, his daughter with him, a fire came from heaven and shriveled up their bodies, even to loathing, for they so stunk that all those eyes adored them ere their fall, scorn now their hand should give them burial.
'Twas very strange.
And yet but justice, for though this king were great, his greatness was no guard to firehead and shaft, but sin had his reward.
'Tis very true.
Lord Hurricane, a word? A word with me, and welcome. Happy day, my lady. Our griefs are risen to the top, and now, at length, they overflow their banks. Your griefs? For what? Wrong not the prince you love, wrong not yourself, noble Hurricane. But, if the prince do live, let us salute him, or let it be known what grounds made happy by his breath.
If in the world he lives, we'll speak mouth. If in his grave he rests, we'll find him there, and be resolved that he lives to govern us, or dead, gives us cause to mourn his funeral, and leave us to our free election.
But the kingdom without a head is like goodly buildings left without a roof. They soon fall to ruin. Your noble self the best know how to rule and how to reign. Thus we submit unto our sovereign.
Live, noble Hurricane.
For honour's cause, forbear your suffrages. If that you love Prince Pericles, forbear. Take high your wish, I leap into the seas, where's hourly trouble from in its ease. For a 12-month longer, let me entreat you to forbear the absence of your king. If in which time expired be not returned, I will with aged patience bear your yoke. But if I cannot win you to this love, go search like noble subjects.
We with our travels will endeavour us.
Then you love us, and we you, and we'll clasp hands. With peers thus knit, the kingdom ever stands.
From my daughter this I'll let you know, that for the 12 months she will not undertake a married life. Her reason to herself is only knowing, which yet by no means from her can I get, but I am so well dispatched. Now to my daughter's letter. Here she tells me that she wed the stranger knight, will never more again to be day nor light. 'Tis well, mistress. Your choice agrees with mine. I like that so. It will no longer have it be delayed. So, he comes. I must dissemble it.
All fortunes to the good Simonides.
And to you too, sir. I'm beholding for you this sweet music this last night. I do protest, my ears were never better fed with such pleasing, delightful harmony.
'Tis your grace's pleasure to command, not my desert.
Sir, you are music's master.
The worst of all her scholars.
Let me ask you one thing. What do you think of my daughter, sir?
A most virtuous princess.
And she is fair too, is she not?
Aye, it's a fair day in summer. Wondrous fair.
Sir, my daughter thinks very well of you. Aye, so well that you must be her master, and she will be your scholar. Therefore, look to it.
I am unfit to be her schoolmaster.
She thinks not so. Peruse, there's writing else.
What's here? A letter that she loves the Knight of Tyre. 'Tis the Queen's subtlety to have my life. Oh, seek not to entrap me, gracious lady. A stranger, a most distressed gentleman who came into her, never aimed so high as to love your daughter, but bent all offices to honour her.
Thou hast bewitched my daughter, and thou art a villain.
By the gods, I am not.
Traitor, thou liest.
Traitor!
I, traitor.
Even in her throat, unless it be the Queen that calls me traitor, I return the lie.
Now, by the gods, I do applaud his courage.
My actions are as noble as my thoughts, and never relished of a base descent. I came into your court for honour's cause, not to be a rebel to her state.
No.
And she that otherwise accounts of me, this sword shall prove she's honour's enemy.
Here comes my daughter now. She can witness it.
Then, as you are as virtuous as fair, resolve your angry mother. My tongue did e'er solicit, or my hand subscribe, to any syllable that might have made love to you.
Why, sir, say if you had. Who takes offence that would make me glad? Yea, mistress, are you so peremptory? I'm glad on it with all my heart. I'll tell you, I'll bring you in subjection. Will you, not having my consent, bestow your love and affections upon a stranger? Who, for what I may know, may be, nor can I think the contrary, as great in blood as I myself. Therefore hear you, mistress, either frame your will to mine, and you, sir, hear you, either be ruled by me, or I will make you man in life. What? Are you both pleased? If you love me, sir.
By my life, or blood that fosters it.
What? Are you both agreed?
Yes, if it please your majesty.
It pleases me so well that I will see you wed. And with what haste you can get me to bed.
Now sleepy slate hath the rout, no din but snores the house about, made louder by the aware-fed breast of this most pompous marriage feast. Hymen hath brought the bride to bed, where, by the loss of maidenhead, a babe is mould. Be attent, in time that is so briefly spent, with your fine fancies quaintly each, what's dumb in show I'll plain with speech. At last from time, fame answering the most strange inquire, the court of Queen Simonides, are letters brought, the tenor these.
Antiochus and his daughter dead, the men of Tyrus on the head, of Helicanus would set on, the crown of Tyre, but she will none.
Mutiny be their haste to oppress, says to him, if King Pericles come not home twice in one moon, he, obedient to their dooms, will take the crown.
Our heir apparent is a king, who dreamt or thought of such a thing.
Brief, he must hence depart to Tyre, his queen with child makes her desire, which who shall cross along to go, omit we all their dole and woe.
Will thy corridor her nurse she takes, and so to sea?
Their vessel shakes from Neptune's billow, the grisly north disgorges such a tempest forth, that, as a duck, the life that dives, so up and down the poor ship drives. The lady shrieks, and well anear, does fall in travail with her fear. And what ensues in this fell storm shall, for itself perform. I do relate, action may, conveniently the rest convey, which might not what by me is told, but in your imagination hold.
This same ship upon whose deck the sea tossed Pericles appears to speak.
Thou God of this great vast, rebuke these surges which wash both heaven and hell. Still thy dreadful deafening thunders, gently quench thy nimble sulphurous flashes. How, Lycarda? How does my queen? Now, Lycarda!
Here is a thing too small for such a place. Take in your arms this piece of your dead queen.
How? Oh, Lycarda!
Patience, good sir. Do not assist the storm. Here is all left living of your queen, a little daughter. For the sake of it, be manly and take comfort.
Oh, you gods! Why do you make us love your goodly gifts? That's what's straight away.
Patience, good sir. Even at this charge.
Now mine may be thy life, for a more lustrous birth had never been.
What courage, sir? God save you.
Courage enough. I do not fear the flaw. It hath done to me the worst. And for the love of this poor infant, this fresh new seafarer, I would it would be kind.
Sir, your queen must overboard. The seas are high, the wind is loud, and we will not lie till the ship be cleared of the dead.
That's your superstition.
Pardon us, sir. With us at sea it hath been still observed. We are strong in custom. Briefly yield her, for she must overboard straight.
As you think meet, wretched queen.
Here she lies, sir.
And terrible child then hast thou had by thee. No light, no fire, The unfriendly elements forgot thee utterly. Nor have I time to give thee hallowed to thy grave. Strength must cast thee, scarcely coffined, into the ooze. Oh, my governor! Bid Nestor bring me spices, ink, and paper, my casket and my jewels. And bid Nicander bring me the satin copper. Hide thee, was I say a priestly farewell to her. Lay the babe upon the pillow. Suddenly, woman!
Sir, we have a chest beneath the hatches, corked and mitch and ready.
I beg thee, mariner. Say, what coast is this?
We are near Tarsus?
Thither, gentle mariner. Alter thy course for Tyre. When canst thou reach it?
By break of day, if the wind cease.
Make for Tarsus. There I will visit Cleon, for the babe cannot hold out to Tyrus. There I will leave it in careful nursing. Go thy ways, good mariner. I'll bring the body presently.
Fill him in! Ho! Doth my lady call?
Has been a turbulent and stormy night.
I have been in many, but such a night as this till now I ne'er endured.
As nothing can be ministered to nature that can recover it. 'Tis known I ever have studied physic. Through each secret art pertaining o'er authorities, I can speak of the disturbances that nature wears, and of the cures which doth give me a more content in course of true delight than to be thirsty after tottering honor, or to tie my treasures up in silken bags to please a fool and death.
Sir, even now, to the sea toss upon our shore of this chest, 'tis of some wreck.
Set it down, let's look upon it.
It is like a coffin, madam.
Sir, its beat is wondrous heavy.
Wrench it open, straight.
How close? To sculpt and bitch it. Did the sea cast it up?
I never saw so huge a billow, ma'am, as tossed upon shore. Wrench it open.
Soft. Smells more sweetly in my sense.
A most delicate odor.
As ever hit my nostril.
So up with it.
Oh, you most potent gods. What's here? Of course.
Most strange.
Shrouded in cloth of state. Bonded and treasured. With full bags of spices. A passport too. Apollo perfect me in the characters. Here I give to understand, if that this coffin drive a land, I, King Pericles, have lost this queen, worth all our mundane cost. We find her, give her burial. She was the daughter of a king. Besides this treasure for a fee, the gods requite his charity. Thou livest, Pericles, thou hast a heart that even cracks for woe. This chance tonight.
Most likely, madam.
Nay, certainly tonight. For look how fresh she looks. Not too rough to throw her in the sea. Make a fire within. Fetch hither all my boxes in my closet. Death may usurp on nature many hours, and yet the fire of life kindle again. The oppressed spirits, the music there, I pray you give her air. This queen will live. Nature awakes, a warmth breathes out of her.
The heavens, through you, increase our wonder and set up your fame forever.
She is alive. Behold, live, and make us weep to hear your fate, fair creature, rare as you seem to be.
Oh dear Diana, where am I? Where's my lord? What world is this?
Hush, lend me your hands. Into the next chamber bear her. Come, come, and Esculapius guide us.
Most honored Cleon, Paris stands a litigious peace. You and your lady take from my heart all thankfulness. The gods make up the rest upon you.
Shafts of fortune, which wound you mortally, glance full wonderingly upon us.
Oh, your sweet queen, that the strict aids had pleased you had brought her hither to have blessed mine eyes with her.
We all obey the powers above us. But I rage and roar as doth the sea she lies in. The end must be as it is. My gentle babe Marina, whom, before she was born at sea, I have named so, I here charge your charity with all, leaving her the infant of your care, beseeching you, keep her princely training, so that she may be mannered as she is born.
Fear not, my lord, but think your grace, that fed my country with this corn, for which the people's prayers still fall upon you, must in your child be thought upon.
I believe you. Till she be married, madam, by bright Diana, whom we honor, all unscissored shall this hair of mine remain, though I shall ill it. So I take my leave. Madam, make me blessed in your care in bringing up my child.
I have one myself, my lord, who shall not be more dear to my respect than yours.
Madam, my thanks and praise.
We shall conduct you even to the edge of the shore, and then offer you up to Mars, Neptune, and the gentlest winds of heaven.
I will embrace your uncle. Come, dearest madam. No tears, my coroner. No tears. Look to your little mistress, on whose grace you may depend hereafter. Come, my lord.
Madam, this letter and some certain jewels lay with you in your coffer, which are now at your command. Know you the character?
It is my lord's. That I was shipped at sea, I well remember, even in my evening time. And whether they are delivered by the holy gods, I cannot rightly say. But since King Pericles, my wedded lord, I shall never see again. A vestal livery will I take me to, never more enjoy.
Madam, if this you purpose as you speak, Diana's temple is not distant far, where you may abide until your day expire. Moreover, if you please, an ease of mind shall there attend you.
My recompense is thanks, that's all. Though the gift is great, my thanks is small.
Imagine Pericles arrived at Tyre, welcomed and settled to his own desire. His woeful queen we leave at Ephesus, unto Diana, there a votaress. Now to Marina, bend your mind, whom our fast-growing scene must find at Tarsus, and by Cleon trained in letters, music, who hath gained of education all the grace, which makes her both the heart and place of general wonder.
But alack, the monster Iphioff the wreck, of whom praise Marina's life, seeks to take off by treason's knife. And in this kind hath our Cleon one daughter and a wenchful grown, even ripe for marriage right.
This maid hight Philoten.
Marina gets all praises which are paid as debt and not as given.
This so darks, Philoten all graceful marks. That Cleon's wife, with envy rare, the present murderer does prepare for good Marina, that his daughter might stand peerless by this slaughter.
The sooner her vile thoughts to stay, like Corda our nurses dead, and wicked Dionysa hath the pregnant instrument of wrath. Press for this blow, Dionysa does appear.
With Leonine, the murderer.
Thy oath remember. Thou art sworn to do it. 'Tis but a blow which shall never be known. Thou canst not do a thing in the world so soon to yield thee so much profit. Let not conscience, which is but cold, with flaming love in thy bosom, inflame too thy soul. Nor let pity, which even women have cast off, melt thee, but be a soldier to thy purpose. I will do it, but yet she is a goodly creature. The fitter then that God should have her. Here she comes now, weeping for her only mistress's death. Thou art resolved. I am resolved.
The purple violets and marigolds shall as a carpet hang upon thy grave, while summer days do last. Ay me, poor maid, born in a tempest when my mother died, this world to me is like a lasting storm, wearing me from my friends.
How now, Lord Rima? Why do you keep alone? How chance my daughter is not with you? Do not consume your blood with sorrow. Have a nurse of me. Lord, how your faith is changed by this unprofitable woe. Come, give me your flowers ere the sea marvel. Walk with Leonine, the air there is quick, pierces and sharpens the stomach. Come, Leonine, take her by the arm. Walk with her.
No, I pray you, I will not bereave you of your servants.
Come, come, I love the king your father and yourself with more than foreign hearts. We every day expect him here, when he shall come and find our paragon to all repulse us past. He will repent the breadth of his great voyage, when both my lord and me that we have taken no care to your best courses. Go, I pray you, walk and be cheerful. Reserve that excellent complexion which did steal the eyes of yon old. Cannot for me. I can go home alone.
Very well, I will go, but I have no desire to it.
Come, I know 'tis good for you. Walk half an hour, Leonine, at the least. Remember what I have said. I warn you. I'll leave you, my lady, for a while. Walk softly, I pray you. Do not heat your blood. What? I must have a care.
My thanks, sweet madam. Is this wind westerly that blows?
Southwest.
When I was born, the wind was north. Was it so? My father, as nurse did say, never did the overcried good seaman to the sailors, his kingly hands hailing ropes and clasping masts that endured a sea that almost burst the deck.
When was that?
When I was born, never was waves nor winds more violent, and as a canvas climber washes off, ha! Says one, wilt out, and with a dropping industry, they skip from stem to stern, the boatswain whistle, the master calls and treble.
Come! Say your prayers.
What mean you?
If you require space for prayer, I grant it. Pray. Do not be tedious. Gods are quick of ear, and I am sworn to do my work with haste.
Why will you kill me?
To satisfy my lady.
Why would she have me killed? Now, as I can remember, by my troth, I never did hurt her in all my life. I never spake bad word nor did ill turn to any living creature. Believe me, I never killed a mouse, nor hurt a fly. I trod upon a worm against my will, and I wept for it. How have I offended? Were my death might yield her any profit, or my life imply her any danger?
My commission is not to reason of the deed, but do it.
You will not do it for all the world, I hope. You are well favored, and your looks foreshowing. You have a gentle heart. I saw you lately when you caught her imparting to you that thought. Good sooth, it showed well in you. Do so now. Your lady seeks my life. Come you between and say, poor me, the weaker.
I am sworn, and I will dispatch.
Praise and praise!
Heart, mate, heart.
Come, let us take her aboard suddenly.
These roving thieves serve the great pirate Valdez, and they have seized Marina. Let him go. There's no hope she'll return. I'll swear she's dead and thrown into the sea.
Bolt!
Sir!
Search the market narrative. It's an English for the gallants. We've lost too much money this month, but they ain't too wenchless.
We were never so much out of creatures. We have but Paul too, and they can do no more than they can do. And they with continual action are even as good as rotten.
Aye, therefore, let's have fresh ones, whatever we pay for them. If there be not a conscience to be had in any trade, we should ne'er prosper.
It's not in our bringing up the poor bastards. As I think, I brought up some 11.
Aye, to 11, and brought them down again. Oh, but shall I search the market?
Well, woman, the stuff we have, a strong wind would blow away. They're so pitifully sodden.
'Tis true they're too unwholesome, O conscience.
I'll go search the market.
It's our turn if we stand on the god. Be strong with us for giving over.
Oh, come, others will defend as well as we.
Oh, as well as we, and better still, we have been worse. Neither is our trade any profession, it's a no calling. Oh, but here comes one.
Come your ways, my masters. You say she's a virgin.
Oh, sirs, we doubt it not.
Master, I have gone through all this piece, you see. If you like her, so. If not, I think I lost my earnest.
She any qualities, Bolt?
She has a good face, speaks well, and has excellent good clothes. There's no further necessities that can make her be refused.
Ah, what's her price, Bolt?
I cannot be baited 1 doit 1,000 pieces.
Right, come away, my masters. Shall I have your monies presently? Wife, take her in. Instruct her what she must do, that she might not be raw in the entertainment.
Bolt, take you the marks of her colour of her hair, complexion, height, and age, with warrant of her virginity, and cry, "He who shall give most shall have her first." Such a maid would have been no cheap thing if men were as they have been. Get this done. As I command you.
Performance shall follow.
That Leonine was so slack, so slow. She should have struck, not spoke. All of these pirates, not enough barbarous, had not overboard thrown me for to seek my mother.
Why they make you, pretty one?
That I am pretty.
Oh, come, the gods have done their part in you.
I accuse them not.
You were like lighted to my hands, and you were like to live.
Some more my fault where I was like to die.
Aye, and you shall live in pleasure. No. Yes, indeed, shall you, a taste gentleman of all fashions. Oh, you shall fare well. What? Do you stop your ears?
Are you a woman?
What would you have me be, and I be not a woman?
An honest woman, or not a woman?
Oh, Mary Whitney, Goslin! I think I shall have something to do with you! Come, you're a young foolish sapling and must be bound as I will have you!
The gods defend me!
Bolt's returned. Now, no, must thou pride her through the market?
I have cried her to the number of her hairs. I have drawn her picture with my voice.
Pray, you come hither a while. You have fortunes coming upon you now, not me. You must seem to do vividly that which you do willingly. Despise profit where you most have gain, eh?
I understand you not.
Oh, take her home, mistress, take her home. These blushes of hers must be quenched with some present practice.
Thou sayest true. In faith, so they must.
Faith some do and some do not, but mistress, if I have bargained for the joint,
Thou mayest cut a morsel off the speech.
I may so.
Come, young one. I like the manner of your garments well.
Aye, by my faith, they shall not be changed yet.
Oh, bold. Spend out that in the town. Report what a sojourner we have here. Say what a paragon she is. Thou shalt have the harvest out of thy own report.
Oh, I warrant you, mistress, thunder shall not awake the bed of eels, as my giving out her beauty stir up the legally inclined. I'll bring home some tonight.
Come away, follow me.
Knives me sharp, waters deep, and fires me hot. Untied I still my virgin not will keep. Diana ate my purpose.
What have we to do with Diana? Come, will you go with me?
Why are you foolish? Can it be undone?
Oh, Diana is such a piece of slaughter the sun and moon ne'er looked upon.
I think you'll turn it
a child again.
For I, chief lord of all this spacious world, I would give it to undo the deed. O lady, much less in blood than virtue, yet a princess, the equal of any crown of the earth, in the justice of compare. O villain Leonine, whom thou hast poisoned too, if thou had drunk to it, it would have been a kindness, becoming well thy fat. What canst thou say when noble Pericles demands his daughter?
That she is dead. Nurses are not the fates to foster or heir to preserve. She died at night. I'll say so. Who can cross it? Unless you play the pious innocent, and for an honest attribute cry out she died by foul play.
Good, too well, well. Of all the faults beneath the heavens, the gods do hate this worst.
Yet none does know, but you, how she came dead. Nor none can know Leonine being gone. She did disdain my child, and stood between her and her fortunes. None would look on her, but cast their gazes on Marina's face. And though you call my course unnatural, you not your child well-loving, and yet I find it greets me as an enterprise of kindness performed to your soul, daughter.
Oh, heavens forgive it!
As for Pericles, what should you say? We went after her house, and yet we mourn. Her epitaph, in glittering golden characters, expresses a general praise to her, and Carolinus, at whose expense it is done.
Thou art like the harp, who to betray doth with thine angel face seize with thine eagle's talons.
You are like the one who superstitiously doth swear to the gods that winter kills the flies. But yet I know you'll do as I advise.
Thus time we waste, and longer sleeps make short. Pericles was once again thwarting the wayward seas, attended on by many a lord at night, to see his daughter, all his life's delight.
Old Ascanes, Helicanus late, advanced in time to great, and high estate is left to govern. Bear you in mind, old Helicanus goes along behind. Well sailing ships and bounteous winds hath brought this king to Tarsus. Think his pilot thought. Apologies. So with his steerage shall his thoughts go on to fetch his daughter, who first is gone. Like motes of shadow, see them move a while. Your ears into your eyes, I'll reconcile.
See how believe we suffer by falsehood. His word action stands for true.
And Pericles, in sorrow all devoured, with sighs shot through and big as tears overshowered, leaves Tarsus, and again embarks.
He swears never to wash his face, nor cut his hairs. He puts on sackcloth, and to sea he bears a tempest, which his mortal vessel tears. And yet he rides it out. Now please you wit, the epitaph is for Marina, writ by wicked Dionysa.
Marina was she
cut me up.
Fire upon it! She's able to praise the god Priapus and a new whole generation. We must either get her ravished or be rid of her. She would make a Puritan of the devil if he should cheat a kiss of her.
Faith, we must ravish her, or she will astonish us of our cavaliers and make us wear his praise.
Here comes Lord Lysimachus disguised.
How now?
Now the gods to bless your honour.
I'm glad to see your honour in good health.
You may, sir.
We have here one, sir, if she would. But there never came her like in Mitylene.
If she'll do the deed of darkness, thou wouldn't say.
Oh, thou know what is to say well enough.
Well, call forth, call forth.
For flesh and blood, sir, white and red, you shall see a rose. And she were a rose if she had but...
What prithee?
Oh, sir, I can be modest.
That dignifies the renown of a board, unless I get a good report for another to be chased.
Here comes that, which comes never cut from the stalk, I can assure you, is she not a fair creature?
Faith, she would serve after a long voyage at sea. Well, there's for you. Leave us.
Prithee, give me leave a word, and then I'll come down.
I beseech you, do.
First, I would have you know this is an honourable man. That I may graciously note of him. Second, he's the governor of this place and a man whom I am bound to.
If he govern the place, then you are bound to him. But how noble he is, that I know not.
Pray you, without any more virginal fencing, wilt thou use him kindly? You'll I not apron with gold.
What he will do graciously, I shall thankfully receive.
Have you done?
Yes, we'll leave his honour and her together. Go that way.
Now, pretty one. How long have you been in this trade?
Trade, sir.
Why, make it, but I shall offend.
Oh, I shall be offended with my trade. Please you to name it.
How long have you been in this profession, then?
Ever since I can remember.
Did you ever so young? Gamester at 5 or 7?
Earlier too, sir, now I be one.
Why, the house you dwell in proclaimed you to be a creature of sail.
Do you know this place to be of such resort, and will come to it? I hear say you are of honourable parts and are the governor of this place.
Why hath your principal made known unto you who I am?
Who is my principal?
Why, your herd woman, she that sets seeds and roots in shame of inequity. You've heard something of my power, and stand aloof from more serious wooing, but I protest to thee, pretty one, my authority shall not see thee, or else look friendly upon me. Now come, bring me some private place, come, come.
If you were born to honour, show it now. If put upon you, make the judgment good that thought you worthy of it.
How's this? How's this? Some more be saved.
For me, that am a maid, the most ungentle fortune had placed me in the sty. Oh, that the gods would safely deliver me from this place. But they did change me to the meanest bird that flies in the purer air.
Did not think thou who spoke so well. Hold, here's gold for thee. Let's ever on the way thou goest, and the gods strengthen thee.
The good gods preserve you.
For me, be it thoughted, that I came with no ill intent. Thou art a piece of virtue, and I doubt not that thy training hath been noble. Hold, here's more gold for thee. A curse upon it. Die me like a thief that robs me of thy goods. If thou dost steal me, it shall be for thine.
I beseech your honour, one piece for me.
Aboard thou, damned doorkeeper! Your house but for this version that doth profit would sink and overwhelm you. Away!
How's this? We must take another course with you. Your peevish chastity, which is not worth the breakfast in the cheapest country under the coat, will undo a whole household. Come at your race.
Whither would you have me?
Come at your race. We'll have no more gentlemen driven away. Come at your race.
Anna, what's the matter?
Worse and worse, mistress. She here has spoken holy words to the Lord Lysimachus.
Oh, abominable!
She makes her profession as if it were to stink before the face of the gods.
Oh, marry, hang her up forever!
The nobleman would have dealt with her like a nobleman, but she sent him away as cold as a snowball, saying his prayers too.
Oh, I'll take her away!
The gods defend me!
She conquers! Away with her! Oh, would that she never come within my doors! Marry, hang you! Oh, would you not go the way of womenkind? Come, marry, dish me up his dish of rosemary and chastity! Oh!
Come, mistress. Come your legs.
nothing but what thou doest. Empty old receptacles or common shores of filth, served by the indenture of the common hangman. Any of these ways are yet better than this. For what thou proffers, of a boon could he speak, would own a name too dear. Oh, that the gods would safely deliver me from this place. Here's gold for thee, if that thy master gave by thee. Proclaim that I could sing, weave, sew, with other virtues, which I'll keep the most, and I will undertake all these to teach. I doubt not, but this populous city will yield many scholars.
But can you teach all these you speak of?
Prove that I count. Take me home again and prostitute me to your basest groom that doth frequent your house.
Well, I will see what I can do for thee, if I can place thee, I will.
But amongst honest women.
Faith, my acquaintance lies little amongst them. However, since my master and mistress have brought you, there is no going but by their consent. Therefore, I will make them acquainted with your purpose, and I doubt not that I shall find you attractive enough. Come, I will do for thee what I can. Come your ways.
Rough escapes and chances into an honest house, our story says. She sings like one immortal, and she dances, goddess-like, to her admired legs.
Here we her place, and to her father turn our thoughts again where we left him, on the sea. We there him lost, whence, driven before the winds, he has arrived here where his daughter dwells. And on this coast, suppose him now at anchor. The city strived on Neptune's annual feast to keep, from whence Lysimachus, our Tyrian ship espies. His banner's sable, trimmed with rich expense, and for him and his barge with fervor eyes. In your supposing once more, put your sight of heavy Pericles, think this his bark, where what is done in action, more, if might, shall be discovered.
Please you, sit, and hark.
Gentlemen, there's some of work would come aboard. I pray ye greet them fairly.
Hail, Reverend Madam, the gods preserve you.
And you, to outlive the age I am and die as I would do.
You wish me well, being on shore, honouring Neptune's triumphs, seeing this goodly vessel right before us. I may to it to know of whence you are.
First, what is your place?
Why, I am the governor of this place you lie before.
Sir, our vessel is of Tyre, in it the king, a man who for this 3 months hath not spoken to anyone nor taken sustenance but to prorogue his grief.
Upon what ground is his distemperature?
'Twould be too tedious to repeat, but the main grief springs from the lust of a beloved daughter and a wife.
May we not see him?
You may. Behold him. This was a goodly person, till the disaster that one mortal night drove him to this.
Sir King, all hail! The gods preserve you! Hail, royal sir!
It is in vain. He will not speak to you.
We have a maid in Italy. I durst wager, would win some words of him. She is all happy of the first of all, and with her fellow maids is now upon the leafy shelter that butts against the island side.
Sure, all's effectless, yet nothing will omit that bears recovery's name. But since your kindness be thus far stretched, let us beseech you that for our gold we may provision have, wherein we are not destitute for want, but weary for the steadfast.
But madam courtesy, yet once more, let me entreat to know at large the cause of your king's sorrow.
Sit, sir, I shall recount it to you. But see, I prevent it.
Oh, this is the lady that I sent for. Welcome, fair one. It is not a goodly present.
She is a gallant lady.
Fair one, all goodness that consistent bounty. Expect him in here, where he can be patient. If that thy prosperous and artificial feet can draw him to answer thee in aught, thy sacred physics shall receive such pace to the size of the wish.
Sir, I will use my utmost skill in his recovery, provided none but my companion maid and I be suffered to come near him.
Come, let us leave her, and the gods make her prosperous.
Try to be my
hear your music?
No, nor looked upon us.
I see. We will speak to you.
Hail, sir, my lord. Lend ear. I'm amazed, my lord, that never before in bright eyes but have been gazed upon like a comet. She speaks, my lord, that maybe hath endured a grief that might equal yours if both were justly weighed. I will desist, but there is something that glows upon my cheek and whispers in my ear, "Go not till he speak."
What say you?
I said, my lord, if you did know my parentage, you would not do me violence.
I don't think so. Pray you, bend your eyes upon me. Like something now. What countrywoman? Here on these shores?
No, nor of any shores, yet I am no other than I am here.
I am great woe. Shall deliver weeping. My dearest wife is like this maid. Such a one my daughter might have been. Her silver voice, her eyes as jewel-like, encased as richly. In pace, another Juno who starves the air she feeds, and makes them hungry the more she gives them speech. Where do you live?
No, nor of any shores. From the deck, you may discern the place.
Where were you bred? And how achieved you these endowments which you make more rich to own?
If I were to tell you my history, it may seem like lies disdained in the reporting.
Prithee, speak. The falseness cannot come from thee. Thou look'st modest as justice, and thou seem'st the palace for the crown truth to dwell in. I will believe thee, and make my senses credit thy relation in points that seem impossible. Thou look'st like one I loved indeed. What were thy friends? Didst thou not say when I did push thee back, which was when I perceived thee, that thou camest from good descending?
So indeed I did.
Report thy parentage. I think thou saidst thou hadst been tossed from wrong to injury, and that thy thoughts, thy griefs might equal mine. Both were open.
Some such thing I said, and said no more. Yet what my thoughts did warrant me was likely.
Tell thy story. What were thy friends? Thy name, my most kind virgin. Recount, I beseech thee. Come, sit by me.
My name is Marina.
Oh, I am balked. And thou, by some insensate god, sent hither to make the world to laugh at me.
Patience, good sir, or here I'll seize.
Nay, I'll be patient. Thou little knowest how thou dost startle me to call thyself Marina.
The name was given to me by one who had some power, my father, and a king.
A king's daughter, and called Marina?
You said you would believe me, but not to be a troubler of your peace. I will end here.
But are you flesh and blood? Have you a working pulse and are no bearing? Motion? Well, speak on. Where were you born? And wherefore called Marina?
Born at sea, for I was called Marina, as my mother had died when I began.
At sea? What mother?
My mother was the daughter of a king who died the minute I began, as my goodness, my Lord, I hath oft delivered weeping.
Stop her. This is the rarest dream that e'er dull sleep did mock sad fools withal. This cannot be. My daughter's buried. Well, I'll hear you more, to the bottom of your story, and never interrupt.
You scorn me. Believe me, 'twere best I keep it over with.
I will believe you by the syllable of what you shall deliver. But give me leave. How came you in these parts? Where were you bred?
My father, the king in Tarsus, did leave me to cruel Cleon with his wicked wife, who seek to murder me, and having wooed a villain to attempt with, and draught with. A crew of pirates came and rescued me, and brought me here to Italy. But, sir, whither would you have me? Why do you weep? You may think me an impostor. No. Good faith. I am the daughter to King Pericles, if good King Pericles be.
Oh! Pericles! Pericles!
Oh, my lord?
Pericles! Thou art brave and noble counsellor, most wise and general. Tell me if thou canst, what this maid is, or what it's like to be that thus hath made you.
I know not, but here is the regent, Sir of Mitylene, speaks nobly of her.
She would never tell her parentage, being demanded that she would sit still and weep.
Oh, Pericles! Strike me on it, sir! Give me a gash! Put me to present pains! Lest this great sea of joys rushing upon me overbear the shores of my mortality and drown me in their sweetness. Oh, come hither! Thou that begettest him that did thee beget! Thou that was born at sea, buried at Tarsus, and found at sea again. Oh, Helicanus, down on thy knees and thank the holy gods as loud as thunder threatens us! This is Marina! What was thy mother's name? Tell me about that, for truth can never be confirmed enough, though doubts did ever sleep.
But, sir, I pray you, what is your title?
I am Pericles, of Tyre. But tell me now, thy drowned queen's name.
Tyson was my mother who drowned the minute I began.
I sing softly. Rise. My daughter. Give me garments. My own Helicanus. She is not dead in Tarsus as she should have been by savage Cleon. Who is this?
Sir, 'tis the governor of Mitylene. He came to see you.
I embrace you. Give me my robes. I am wild in my beholding. Heaven bless my girl. Hark! What music? Tell Helicanus, my Marina. Tell her o'er, point by point, but yet she seems to doubt. Sure, you are my daughter. What music?
My lord, I hear none.
None. It's the music of the spears. This, my Marina.
It is not good to cross him. Give him way.
There sounds. Do you not hear?
My lord, I hear.
What's heavenly music? It gives me unto listening, and thick slumber hangs upon my eye. I must rest.
A pillow for his head. Well, my companion friends, if it is but answer to my just belief, I will remember you.
Shall we refresh us, sir, upon your shore, and give you gold for such provisions as our intent will require?
Sir, with all my heart. And when you come ashore, I have another suit. You
shall do well, were it to woo my daughter, for it seems you have been noble towards her.
Sir, lend me your arm.
Come, my Marina.
And now our sands are almost run. More a little, and then done. This, my last boon, give me. For such kindness, must believe me, that you aptly will suppose what pageantry, what feats, what shows, what minstrelsy and pretty din the regent made in Mittelland to greet the king.
So he thrived that he has promised to be wife to fair Marina, but in no wise till he hath done his sacrifice, as Diane bade.
At Ephesus, the temple seat, our king and all his company.
That he can hither come so soon, is by all your fancies thankful do.
Hail, Diana! To perform thy just command, I here confess myself the king of Tyre, who, righted from my country, did wed at Pentapolis the fair Thysa. At sea in childbed died she, but brought forth a maid child called Marina. O goddess, where's yet thy silver livery? She at Tarsus was nursed with Cleon, who at 14 years he sought to murder. But a better stars brought her to Mitylene, against whose shore riding fortune brought the maid aboard us. But by her own most clear remembrance, she made herself known my daughter.
Voice in favor. You are a royal Pericles.
The queen's the nun. She dies. Help, gentlemen.
Noble sir, if you have told them something true, this is your wife.
No. I threw her overboard with these very arms.
Upon this curse I warrant you.
'Tis most certain.
Oh, she's overjoyed. Early in the blustering morn, this lady was thrown upon the shore. I opened the coffin, found her rich jewels, recovered her, and placed her here in Diana's temple. Look, Taysa is recovered.
Oh, let me look. Are you not Pericles? Like him you spake. Like him you are. Do you not name a tempest? A birth and death?
Voice of dead Thysa.
That Tyson am I. Supposed dead and drowned.
Mortal Diana.
When we with tears parted at Pentapolis, the queen, my mother, gave you such a ring.
This. The more you gods, your present kindness makes my past misery sport. You shall do well that on the touching of her lips I may melt, no more be seen. Oh, come, be buried a second time within these arms.
My heart leaps to be gone in my mother's bosom.
Look who nears here, Tessa. Flesh of thy flesh, thy burden at sea, and cold Marina, for she was yielded there.
Blessed and my own!
Hail, madam, and my queen.
I know you not.
You have heard me say, when I did fly from Tyre, I left behind an ancient substitute. Do you remember what I called the woman? I have named her off.
'Twas Helicanus then.
Still confirmation. Embrace her, dear Thysa. This is she. Now, do I long to hear how you are bound, how possibly preserved, and who to thank besides the gods for this great miracle.
Lady Sarah, my lord, through whom the gods have shown their power.
Reverend madam, the gods can have no mortal officer more like a god than you. Will you deliver how this dead queen relives?
I will, my lord. Beseech you, first go with me to my house, where shall be shown all was found with her, how she came in place in the temple, no needful thing omitted.
Pure die! Bless thee for thy vision. I love the knightly reflections to me. Now, this fair prince, the betrothed of your daughter, shall marry her at Pentapolis. And And this ornament makes me look dismal, like clipped a form, and what this 14 years no razor touched, to grace thy marriage day, I'll beautify.
My lord, Lady Ceremony has led us some good credit. The Queen, my mother, is dead.
Heavens, make a star of it. Yet there, my Queen, we will celebrate their nuptials, and will ourselves in that kingdom spend our following days. Our son and daughter shall in Tyrus reign. Lady Ceremony, we do our longing stay to hear the rest untold. Adam leads the way.
In Antiochus and his daughter you have heard of monstrous lust that you unjust reward.
In Pericles, his queen and daughter seen, although our several fortune fierce and keen, and from preserves glass, led on by heaven, crowned with joy at last.
In alligators make mothers cry, a figure of perfect loyalty.
Reverend serum and their world appears, the word that murder charity may wear.
That wicked Cleon and his wife of fame had spread their cursed deed and honored name. Of Pericles to raise the city turn, that him and his they